Hello people of the internet, my name is Brian3045 and welcome to another episode of Skyrim. Last episode we finished with the companion's questline and learned the way of the voice, and now we are tasked to go get the horn of the Harbinger or something. I don't know, but anyway. Let's just get straight into the video. So, by the way, you may have noticed I made a community post again, it's like my first community post in like a few days. Basically what happened was, there was this user named Rodrigomations, and just please note, I'm gonna be ignoring him best I can, but, basically there's been this user called, Rodrigomations, and literally, I'm literally gonna say it, but I'm gonna be way too focused on the, I'm gonna just stay focused on the Jay Kaiser situation and not the, Rodrigomations situation. Because I have nothing to do with Rodrigomations, but I probably want to give out my thoughts about the situation. My opinion on Rodrigomations is I just don't like him. Okay, I saw Flightspot's video and I just did not like what he did. And I'm actually glad Aura Agent actually did ban Rodrigomations, but hopefully hopefully Aura and other people are gonna not be involved in drama because all this will just do is, because basically according to the Pink White Peach, aka Blushy, she told me that Flyspot did something that was involving cancel culture, and you know, I've got nothing against Rodrigomations. I do have something against Rodrigomations, but I'm going to ignore him. I just want to ignore him. So I thought I might say it, but if any of you guys try and get me involved in the Rodrigomations situation, just know I'm already dealing with a situation with Jay Keza after he swept his mom.
Good to see you again. How'd that delivery go? Well, other than that, watch your foot. Quite a climb. Anyway, much appreciated. Here, take this for your troubles.
750 gold. I could have saved up for that house with that. That's a little cave here. Shellheath Barrow. Obviously, I'm not gonna go in there. I need to retrieve the horn of Jurgen Ringcollar. Oh my gosh. And it's near Solitude, so we can actually go and take a Whiterun carriage to Solitude, which is where the Imperials are at, fun fact. So we could just go ahead and go to Solitude and join the Imperial army, if we can. But yeah, this whole situation with Rodrigomations, I'm gonna try to ignore that, because basically that's basically should be Flyspot's business. Even if Rodrigomations did actually state things that were pretty racist and offensive to him, I just don't want to be fully involved in this drama. I'll be partially involved, but not fully involved, because literally drama isn't really that relevant, and you know we're trying to stop cancel culture here from getting even worse. And with all this drama going on within the Object Show community and the Glammic community, it's just getting to the point that both communities are going to face the same collapse, all because of drama. However, now the reason why I believe that there was a reason why I believe that both the Object Show community would collapse with the Glammic community is because people are saying that they would rather be moving to the Object Show community from the Glammic community without realizing the fact that the Glammic community and the Object Show community are both having similar issues with the whole toxicity. Even the creator of BFDI really is concerned about the situation with the Object Show community. To me, I'm just except for the rapper tubers like me that are in the rapper community that are a bit concerned. That's why if we just kill the Glammic community and turn the rapper community and the Gleon community into two separate communities, think of it as the division of Yugoslavia. Yugoslavia got divided up, or the division of the Soviet Union that got divided up into two, or maybe
We've stopped. What is it?
or maybe or probably or maybe Ireland as well. Ireland split off from Northern Ireland, so because they got their independence from the UK. So basically, if nations can declare independence from other nations, then then I guess sub-communities can declare their own independence from main communities.
Sorry, I
Like,
was lost in thought. I'm planning my wedding this
Illuminati. It's Illuminati.
Greetings, traveler. The weather is positively sublime, isn't it?
Shut up! You're part of the Illuminati,
Clear sky,
you
drunk
lizard
on
woman.
life, child, and happy. Forgive me, and to serve his memory. He is. Whenever he left, he always kept a letter on it. He was a gallant Argonian.
Argonians.
For all his stature and
The lizard people.
whenever he left, one
This Argonian here is Illuminati confirmed.
he would pat me
I know
on the
Illuminati
shoulder
names
and
are
laugh.
dead, but I just thought I
That's
might
what
want
he'd
to do
always
it.
be to me. I would worry that without the god, but I realize now. Yeah. My son, though, he could always see. Whenever. That's our destiny.
Okay, you can shut up now. I'm gonna go because I need to do the horn of the. But yeah, I don't. The reason why I haven't like made a separate, why I'm not making a separate video talking about the Rodrigomations situation is again, I just don't really find the situation as relevant as someone physically attacking another person, especially a woman. Like we should be like I take it, cancel culture problems. But at the same time, what Rodrigomations did was pretty unacceptable, being racist and all that. Despite the fact that, like, me and FlySwat, we're basically mutual friends, but not like best of friends, but we are mutual friends. Like, me and him get along quite nicely on his Discord server. Like, I'm mainly the funny, sometimes I'm the funny one, sometimes Blake is the funny one. Well, Blake is the funny one. He's the one, like, he was the one. Well, the true fact about the Brug memes, in case you're wondering, the Brug meme that I said in like one of my videos, when Papyrus was talking about I forgot what topic it was, but don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. Okay, so you have chosen death. You have chosen death. Why did I use the wrong shout? Note to self, don't screw around with me. I can teleport my companions here anytime I want. Oh, thanks for the books. I need more books for my book collection. Wolf Queen, dust. Anyway, so yeah, so the only reason why I just don't want to talk about the whole situation involving FlySwat against Rodrigomations is, you know, it's not because I have something against FlySwat. Like, again, me and FlySwat are good friends. Like, we never had anything against each other. Like, even if in the embarrassed FlySwat moment video, I just made the video as like a joke. It wasn't to really bully FlySwat. I'm still good friends with him, but honestly, I just don't want to get involved in any situation. I don't want to pull off any moves that could damage someone. Like, I don't even want to damage anyone's friendships. I just, in respect to FlySwat though, Rodrigomations is a racist. Like, you might as well call him a racist to Filipino people as well. Like, I'm Australian, I'm British, but, and you know, as a white person myself, this actually brings like a massive embarrassment to the white race. But I'm not going to talk politics here. And I'm not trying to be racist in any way, shape, or form. I just... What happened with FlySwat is staying with FlySwat. Like basically... Like, we shouldn't really be involved in this much drama, especially with all this cancel culture situation. Oh, there goes a necromancer. And those bandits. But yeah. That's why I'm not gonna talk about Rodrigomations in this on my channel, but I'm talking about him right now on this channel, so that's why I'm not gonna like mention him in any future videos or any future problems. Yeah, basically. The only message I can give the Flyswat is try and be careful, because if he pulls up any wrong moves that could potentially get him a massive hate base, I'm gonna be a non-sider, and I don't want Flyswat to get a massive hate base. I really don't. Because if Flyswat gets a massive hate base, I will feel bad for him though. But sometimes I don't really want anyone getting a massive toxic hate base. Because toxic warfare is literally just like the worst path you could really see through. Like, I don't want a toxic hate base. I don't think anyone wants a toxic hate base. Because sometimes people just tend to not be able to handle it. Like, if you remember,
I feel the
like,
eyes of angry spirits of us.
past situations we had, they went way too far. Like some of them involved doxing, some involved like some like involved like, you know, other things. But, you know, the having the audacity to be racist on a Discord server and then threatening to dox and actually probably dox someone, that is just stupid and actually really illegal, because you're just risking yourself to be put in behind bars. Like,
I've got your back.
if you want to be put behind bars, then feel free to murder someone or whatever. But trust me, I don't condone any murders whatsoever. Like, if you want to kill someone, look like spending the rest of your life in jail, because literally that's like, murder is like the biggest crime. Like, mass murder is literally like a full-on like inhumane act, like a full-on, like, you kill someone, that's basically a life sentence. And if you strip someone of that life sentence, you basically you're basically ruining, you're not ruining any, like, not only someone's life, but you're ruining like an entire family's lives. Oh jeez, what was that spell? Anyway, yeah, that's why Mighty Steel Greatsword. Woohoo! That's a big sword right there. I'm gonna take it. It even counts as a battle axe for some odd reason. Like, how is that a battle axe? That looks like a sword. Bro moments. But yeah, in my defense, I just don't think it's a good idea to really go after someone. Well, unless they did something pretty terrible, like really illegal, then you can go ahead and just take them more seriously. But the reason why I'm not going to be taking Rodrigomations seriously is, you know, again, he did something stupid, but I just don't want to be involved in it. I just don't want to be involved in too much drama. Like, Jay Kaiser's situation is already enough already. Because, you know, Jay Kaiser did something, like, actually physically assaulted someone. Like, you shouldn't be physically attacking people. Like, you shouldn't scratch your own mother just because of some stupid reason. Like, also, can I just mention that he actually used autism as, like, an excuse, which is actually, like, a little bit offensive to autistic people like me. Like, I have autism, but literally people are going to tend to use that as, like, an excuse to try and make people feel sorry for them.
Let's get going.
Like, if you're trying to use autism as an excuse, good luck, because there's other people are exactly like you, and they won't take too kindly to your excuses. Like, if you say, the reason why I did that because I'm autistic, listen, it's your own stupid, it's your stupid own actions, okay? It's your behavior. You should be the one controlling your own behavior. And if you can't control it, and you've gotten a hate base out of it, that's your fault. If you get a hate base because of your own behavior. You shouldn't be blaming autism for everything. Like, I don't blame autism for anything. If I did something bad, I blame my own bad actions, not my autism. Because autistic people are unique. Like, you shouldn't be... I just spent like half of this episode actually, well, could be half of this episode just talking about the situation involving Rodrigomations. But yeah, using autism like as an excuse to make people feel bad for you, like, there are other if that was like, if people were able to be successful in using that excuse, then surely a lot more people could have been using that. A lot more people like me would have used autism as an excuse, and people would be like, oh, okay, I understand then, that explains the reasons. Like, no, it doesn't. It doesn't explain the good reasons why you had to publicly attack, publicly do these bad actions. Like, if you can get away from being evil by saying that you're autistic, then literally the internet would that'd be a lot more dramas, a lot more hate, and literally, like, you shouldn't be blaming autism. You should just be blaming bad actions caused by people, even if they are autistic. Because people that are not autistic, they still do these bad actions, and that's the act of their own stupidity. Like, that's their own common sense that cause these situations. It's not autism; it's common sense. Well, their own common sense. Like, the reason why I never really do any bad stuff, like, I don't dox people or do anything, is because I know the laws and I know what's wrong and what's right. Because every action has a reaction. And if you do something really negative, that it'll have a negative reaction. And literally, I do not want, again, I do not condone anyone's stupidity and stupid acts of what they do. Like, not even me. Like, I would not want to do anything that would be stupid enough for me to actually get that is worthy of my own hate base. Like, I don't want that. Again, we should be like, at least be grateful that YouTube allows you to make your own account at the age of 13 and over. Like, if it was 18 and over, there wouldn't be as much child YouTubers. But guess what? There has been child YouTubers. And you can mainly thank the fact that the required age to actually make an official YouTube account and start uploading on it is the age of 13, and I'm 16, so yeah. And again, even ages. Before I say anything, if you're people wondering, wait, didn't you just leak your age? I've always leaked my age. Like, literally, like, age isn't really that personal. Like, you can just say how old you are, and like nobody would really care because it's not really like valid information for you to use. Except it can be valid information the next time you actually do something really bad to a child, which is the thing that nobody should ever do. You shouldn't be doing bad things to a child. Like, again, technically, teenagers would just look even more bad because of, like, pedophiles, murderers. You get the drift. Crime committed by people is literally just the worst excuse to really, like, it's really the worst excuse to really make people feel sorry for you. Like, autism.
Last mistake.
Autism isn't a good, like, excuse to, like, have people feel bad for you. Because all that will do is make your hate base even worse. Because people are going to be like, oh, you're just using autism as an excuse. Like, that is actually a true fact. If you're using autism as an excuse to make people, like you again, then congratulations. Instead of solving drama, you've actually made the drama situation even worse than before. Again, a true fact, during the Herobrine 93045 versus Mutant Poe war, when I was dealing with Mutant Poe about what he did and why I still didn't forgive him, because, he was understanding why I just don't
give
forgive
up while
him.
you still can.
It's because and to be honest, I'm usually the type of person of forgiving, but I still felt really angry at Mutant Poe for what he said to me. Like, if he said that he was sorry, oh, for God's sake, I'm trapped. Okay, I followed to use no clip, but yeah, if Mutant Poe, and despite the fact that the only reason why I forgave him is because I calmed down, I took some time to think about what he did wrong, and I'm glad he's learned his lesson, but when people said that he deserved it, well, I actually do agree, Mitko did kind of actually deserve that punishment he did to himself, but I'm just glad because at least the one thing I would be concerned about that situation is the fact that it's his mental health, because bullying, like, if you bully people, you're basically affecting someone's mental health, because there's been, like, cases, there was, like, news stories about, like, young, like, teenagers committing suicide. There was even, it happens to children as well, like, online bullying is just not correct. Like, you shouldn't be bullying anyone whatsoever. Like, bullying actually can be, like, can end up becoming a criminal offense. Like, if you bully someone to the point they commit suicide, then congratulations. You just made yourself look like, you're just gonna make yourself look like instead of like a nice person, you're just made yourself a criminal. Like, and the person who actually got someone to die by cyberbullying people to death, if there's one thing I will say about it, is that bullying someone to suicide is enough to really have someone call you. It's also one thing that can actually get people to actually call you a criminal. Like, but you know what? I just
Hardly a challenge for a man like me.
But again, we shouldn't be using autism as like an excuse to really try and get people to feel bad about you, because you're just making autistic people look like, you know, you're just trying to make autistic people look really bad, like, and hate it as well. Like again, as an autistic person myself, I would not want to, some autistic people like me, I don't get a hate base for no apparent reason. Like, there's a reason you get hate bases. Like, if you say, "Oh, why am I getting a hate base for no apparent reason?" There is an example.
I will not risk the anger of the dead.
That's great. But yeah, I was gonna say that, yeah, so you shouldn't be using autism as like an excuse to really try and get people to feel bad about you.
You don't have a chance!
There's one thing you should never do, is that you should never, ever use autism as an excuse. Like, that is a #1 terrible excuse. I'm trying to get people to feel really sorry about you. Like, no one's gonna give a crap about you if they're gonna use autism as like an excuse. Like, I don't want to, but you know, well, I don't want to use autism as like an excuse, because literally that is just enough to really keep a hate base ongoing. Like, again, but yeah, back to talking about the Rodrigomations situation. The only reason why I don't talk about him is, first of all, he's none of my business. Like Sheely Bane with the whole Laporte, with him harassing Laporte 124. I just don't see him as, like, a problem. I don't really see him as, like an issue to me. Like, I don't really see the point on hating him. Because hating someone for no apparent reason is just irrelevant. And, like, a lot of people should know that. Because, literally, let's just say all you're doing is just going to cause more problems. And, you know, again, in respect, again, I still, again, I do like Flyspot the PowerPoint animator still, because, again, me and him have been mutual friends for, like, quite a while, and I just don't want anything bad to happen. Like, I don't want, like, anyone to get, like, a random hate base for no apparent reason. Like, if someone's gonna get a massive, like, hate base for no apparent reason, they might as well just, like, deal with the hate base they received. Because to me, it's not really that relevant. Anyway, I don't know why I just spent like 25 minutes like talking about drama and all that. So I might have to name this episode "My Thoughts on the Rodrigomations Situation." And that, in my opinion, it's just, and like, again, the only reason why I hate him, like hate Rodrigomations, is because of what he did. Like, he basically was harassing people on Discord, basically possibly doxing them as well. But again, we just can't be really sure if he really did those bad actions or not, because literally, Flyspot the PowerPoint animator literally just like said that he's been doing this. But according to that being Kawaii Peach, she said that Flyspot was just doing something that involves cancel culture. Like, that's why I'm not agreeing with, that's why I'm kind of agreeing with Flyspot, but I'm also agreeing with Blue. Flyspot is trying to do some, Flyspot may be trying to do something that I just don't want. I'm trying to think of words that doesn't really like ruin my that doesn't like cause a falling out between me and Flyswat. Because again, I respect Flyswat, but I just don't respect drama. That's basically it. Like, I'm basically involved in some drama, which henceforth makes me a hypocrite. But you know, some things are never meant to be. I'm still using that phrase actually. It was never meant to be. Because if you watch the Dream SMP, like when you hear Eric, Wilbur, and Nikki say it was never meant to be, then you could literally just like take it for granted. Alright, let me just look at this. No. They become external. What the hell is a third? But yeah, that's why, in respect to Flyswat, he might as well continue on with his situation. Like, I'm pretty sure the situation is over. Rodrigomations have talked about it, but you know, you can't really entrust what people say. Like, message to Flyswat about Rodrigo using the autism excuse. You shouldn't trust his autism apology excuse message, because literally he could be using that as like an excuse to like make people feel sorry for him. Like if no one has ever heard of the terms of manipulation, it's where you get someone to like be on your side through possibly lies and fake truth. Like, that is in my opinion, that's what I guess what manipulation is. I could be wrong, so let me know in the comments if but roughly I spent like 28 minutes just talking about the situation with Rodrigomations. Like, I really should be stopped talking. I shouldn't really be talking about him anymore. I just spent like the entire like 30 minutes, just half an hour, just talking about that guy. Like, he's not even worthy of anyone's time. Hell, not even my own time actually. Why did I even talk about him in this episode? Who knows? I could probably want to redo this episode, or probably do it here and just say like, you know, oh, I just went into this, I was talking about drama and all that, but I felt like it wasn't a good idea. Okay, so I guess my head but you know, what's happened has happened. There's really no going back to what happens. If you could go back to the past, you could probably tell yourself, I shouldn't.
I've got your back.
And tell yourself in the past,
We've stopped.
you shouldn't be doing this if you're gonna if you want to get a hate face. But time travel doesn't exist. If it did, I probably would have went back to my past self, and just enjoy people just saying SpongeBob repeatedly. Like I still hate SpongeBob. It's just the reason why I hate SpongeBob, and I act like, and then all of a sudden, because I got really angry at something, like I just got angry in a video game. That was it. Like, you shouldn't be unleashing your anger on people as well. Like, you shouldn't be starting drama all because you got angry in a video game. Like me, I got angry in a video game once, and I ended up causing drama between me and former AFBS 18, and literally they both like hated me because of it. They both basically started hating me because of it. but then I did apologize to them and said that I was sorry for bashing opinions on SpongeBob and making a massive scene in his live stream. Like, in respect to H Carol though, I never really, I was just angry in a video game, and I shouldn't have unleashed my anger on people just because of a video game. What I did, because I will admit, what I did back then, like back in 2018, was just stupid of me. Like, I'm gonna admit it, but that was pretty stupid of me to actually bash opinions on SpongeBob back in 2018. Like, I'm still reflecting on that situation to try and reflect on what I did that was wrong. Like, also, I don't even know why he's going in massive circles. Like, I don't even know which way I'm supposed to be going. I'm literally walking around in a massive amount of circles. This is getting another boring episode. Anyway, so yeah, if there's one thing, there's one thing I will say about the whole Rodrigomations situation is that I will hate Rodrigo for what he did, but I will actually ignore him. So in the Rodrigo drama, I'm actually going to be mostly a non-sider of the drama because in the end, basically getting involved in drama isn't really worth it. It's just dumb and plain stupid. Like what is even the point in being involved in drama that doesn't even concern you? Like, if people like get involved in drama that don't even concern you, then like legitimately you like, again, like, I've seen FlySpot's video about Rodrigomations, and like I honestly just don't. I'm not very sure about like certain things. Like, I don't know if FlySpot's really telling the truth about things, but you know, FlySpot never really lies, but I just don't want any, like, I just don't want drama to continue. Like, drama is already bad enough and you shouldn't be like feeding into it. Like, people do bad actions and they learn it in the hard way. They learn the hard way because of it. Oh, would you look at that? I just found a random location. Alright, this is where I'm going to use Whirlwind Sprint. Okay, do I have my Whirlwind Sprint enabled? Yes. 3, 2, 1. Yes! First try! But yeah, honestly, I'm not going to go into much detail about, much more detail about the situation in hand, because, again, a lot of this information can be wrong, and I honestly just don't want to be involved in any more, like, drama. That doesn't really concern me. Like, if it did, then, you know, I would have been involved, but
Give up while you still can!
I'm honestly just not. I just don't want anything to do with this whole situation anymore. I don't want anything to do with the Rodrigomations situation. Like, you should really be leaving it to other people. Like, I don't know how many times I said like in this video. Be sure to like the video. Anyway, like, I'm not gonna talk about the Rodrigomations situation anymore, because, you know, it's, first of all, I've been talking about this situation for like 30 minutes, and second of all, it's really irrelevant. Oh my god, this was quite a set. I should have gone like Cat Companion again. I probably would have loved this. Like, Why am I being a bit racist to Khajiits? I don't know why. Shouldn't be using that as like a term, actually. That would just be stupid. Although, where's the horn? Like, a mysterious note. Is this from the British government or the British ambassador? Did I invade Poland? Friends, I had a clue. Oh, this is where things take that. Okay, first of all, by the way, how the hell did you even pick up the, Obviously, I know who it actually is. It's actually Delphine from the Sleeping Giant Inn. How I know it's because I played this game before and I actually beaten the dragon in the game. I'm not going to reveal the name yet because of spoilers. But yeah, thank you, Hero Brian, for actually that major spoiler I just said. You know, it's good. Spoiler, it's not really much. It's an old game, so everyone must have saw it. Ah, God. Okay. Staff of Crackling. Hell. Steel plate gauntlets, boy. 200 attacks do 20% more damage. I'm taking it.
Wow. Would you look at that?
Hell yeah, me. Oh yeah, oh yeah, boy. Before you say anything, yes, I'm using Whirlwind Sprint because screw you guys. Are there enemies? Is there a dragon like outside of the cave that's waiting for me to kill me? Alright, just gonna... But yeah, with Rodrigomations, literally, I think I'm just better off just being a non-sider on this situation, like, I honestly just don't want to be involved in the Rodrigo situation, but I still respect Flysport's decision if, you know, if he just wants, if, you know, if he has to do what he has to do, like, we shouldn't really be like, honestly, if I wasn't really involved, if I wasn't, like, directly involved with the drama, I wouldn't really be talking about it, like, well, partially, if I wasn't really involved with the drama, I wouldn't really be talking about it and stuff like that. I probably would have been talking about the stupid ruins I'm stuck in. Instead, I ended up talking about drama. And people just using the term of autism as, like, an excuse for people to feel bad about you, like, again, people using autism as, like, an excuse to, like, make people feel bad about you. It's just a one-way ticket to getting another, like, a massive hate base, and I just don't like it when people say that they're autistic because, you know, well, you know, unless it's, like, saying, oh, I'm autistic as well, because, you know, I can relate to that, but if someone's gonna, like, say that they're autistic, they just did this action because they're autistic, they're just making themselves like idiots. I'm gonna drop these red flowers, I don't even know why I need them, they don't even weigh, like, they don't even value anything, they cost, like, 1 coin. Like, I could, like, literally, I could literally take, what the hell was that? Anyway, that's pretty much what I'm going to talk about in this video. Literally, I've talked about this for like almost 40 minutes now, and I'm pretty sure people are going to get annoyed by my constant talking about the Rodrigo situation. So, basically, final thoughts about the Rodrigo situation. I'm being non-sider. Like, I will not support Rodrigomations for what he did. But I'm not gonna. I don't want to be involved in this drama. Like, I don't really want to be involved with drama. Like, I think it's better. It's just better if I just stay neutral. Like, there's really no point in really attacking people. Let's travel Riverwood. The return to Riverwood. But anyway, so again, final thoughts. This Rodrigomation situation is pretty much pathetic. And that, you know, I just don't want to talk about it on this. I don't want to talk about it on this channel anymore. And that's pretty much my opinion on the Rodrigomations situation. No exceptions whatsoever. So if anyone wants me to like try and be even more direct or involved with the Rodrigomations situation, you can just shut up because I'm not gonna get involved anymore. This Rodrigomations situation is I just want this Rodrigo situation. I'm just gonna ignore it.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
You're that visitor been poking around. Attic room, eh? Well, we don't have an attic room, but you can have the one on the left. Make yourself at home.
When she goes in here, it means she wants to talk to me.
We're one of the same kind, you and
Still
I.
here.
I'm glad to
Lead
have
on.
met you. I'm the innkeeper. It's my business to keep track of strangers.
All right, what is it? What do you need? Okay, got it. Anything else?
We've stopped. What is it? Fine. What? What?
We don't get a lot of travelers here
Will
in
do.
Riverwood.
That it?
So you're the Dragonborn I've been hearing so much about. I think you're looking for this. We need to talk. Follow me. Not here. Follow me. Need something?
Be careful.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
Alright,
Don't get too far ahead. Close the door. Yes? Now we can talk. The Greybeards seem to think you're the Dragonborn. Surprised? I guess I'm getting pretty good at my harmless innkeeper act. I didn't go to all this trouble on a whim. I am not your enemy. I already, like I said, I'm part of a group, if you really are Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, if you don't trust me, you were a fool to walk in here in the first place. I knew the Greybeards would send you there if they thought you were Dragonborn. When you showed up here, I knew you were the one the Greybeards sent, and not some Thalmor plant. We remember what most don't, that you're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently. Can you do it? Can you devour a dragon's soul? Good, and you'll have a chance to prove it to me soon enough. Yes, but that isn't important right now. What is important is that dragons aren't just they weren't gone. Now something's happening to bring them back to life. A few years ago, I know they are. And I figured out where we're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If Kynes Grove, there's an ancient dragon burial near there. If we can I need to get into my traveling gear. Give me a minute and I'll be ready.
alright, well, I'm gonna go anyway. So we're gonna have to go kill a dragon. Well, this would be fun.
You're kind of fuzzy. Need something?
But yeah, I'm not going to go into more detail about the Rodrigomations situation anymore.
I'm right
Let's
behind you.
actually go back
Kynes
to...
Grove is this way. We can travel together or split up and meet there. Your choice.
I'm splitting up because I think didn't I already like travel near? Like... Oh, I'm close to Kynes Grove. It's just south of Wilhelm. Did I say Wilhelm? I swear I've been listening to way too much history about Kaiser Wilhelm of Germany. Like, I don't even know how many history like references I'm going to be making, but you know, if it's a history reference, it's a history reference. There's really no excuses on what's history and what's not. Anyway, let's talk to the leader. the Greybeards. Arengar, I am back.
Ah, you've retrieved the horn of Jürgen Runkel. Well done. You have now passed all the trials.
Thank you, Master.
Come with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn.
Yes, Sarah?
Still here.
Literally, Arengar is literally nowhere to be seen. Wait.
With all three words together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely.
You know what? When I hear Da, we know what it means. Unrelenting force and the meme. The meme itself! It's the fucking meme! Meme jump!
You have completed your training, Dragonborn. We would speak to you.
I must play this.
In their tongue is Dovahkiin, Dragonborn.
Yes! Now that I've unlocked Da, I can finally do what all memes
And
are!
between us, prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards. But you
No wonder I call you Greybeards, because your beards are grey. I don't even know what language this is, but I feel like this would sound more Nordic. This sounds a bit Scandinavian or something. I don't know what language Dragon language is based off, but I'm just gonna quickly do research while I'm doing this. Dragon language. Dragon language based on. Oh, it's by Cuneiform. What the hell is Cuneiform? Sorry if you can't translate anything. I hope this doesn't translate the captions into.
You have tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you.
Thank you. The horn of the Jürgen Wind Cola. We will fight. Now let's test out the new Da. Like, I really want to test it. Let's use it on my horse. Oh my god, this is so bad. I want to kill my horse, but you know, my horse is being relevant. My horse is relevant. Actually, no, I'm gonna test it on one of my followers. 1, 2, 3. Horse. I'm sorry, but what?
I've got your back.
How the hell did he resist that? I'm sorry, I need to turn on TGM, like Total God Mode. I really just can't wait. Why are my companions resistant? Okay, I'm just on my horse. Okay, my horse somehow can withstand the full throw dars. Why are my companions resistant to a full throw dar? Lydia, I must use you as my test subject. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you know what? Hold on. I need a test subject. Helps. I'm gonna summon in a bandit. Player dot place at me. FF000 FAB 1. And now let's just find the bandit.
This is a surprise.
Don't kill her, I mean... What the hell? Okay, where did Lydia go? I was
Never should have come here.
Good night, fool. Good night, you weak immortal. I am your god. Can I just push this body off? I really want to push this body. I'm just having so much fun with my new shout. I'm definitely Dragonborn right here. This is so powerful. I love this shout already. I could literally... This is magic in a nutshell. Goodbye, the mercenary. Oh my god, this is so bogus. This is so powerful. Oh, jeez. Oof. Well, thank god I wasn't told TGM. And I died. Well done, Dead Brian. Well done. You just landed on your 2 feet on the hill, and you died. This is so funny, actually. Hold on. Oh, that's moving. Well, I think this will leave it. I'm probably gonna make another. I'm probably gonna make another part tonight after having a shower. So. But yeah, I don't know why I spent most of this episode just talking about drama. Like, I should really be talking about the gameplay, but. Listen, if any of you guys feel like I'm talking nonsense here, I do apologize if I do end up talking nonsense. I end up speaking without thinking. Like, I'll admit, I speak without thinking. Sometimes I think, sometimes I don't. Sometimes, like, when you hear me go, I'm just trying to think of a word to say without that doesn't get me a hate base. Like, I'm more understanding on why people hate certain words, why people shouldn't really talk about them. And why I should probably say things that won't be able to get me a hate base. Like, anyway, so this concludes part 11 of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. That will probably be out in like the next few hours. Goodbye. If